Megan, what a surprise. I didn't expect to see you around this neck of the woods. How are you?
Fine. Great. Cole, you're...
It's been a while, so how have you been? What are you doing here?
Well, I was working, and I was just having my lunch break, and I saw you sitting on the bench. I tried calling you, but...
You got a summer job?
Yeah, public works. I'm working for the city laborer. It's not exactly my major, but it pays all right, and it covers the tuition.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I've been keeping kind of busy. Cole, I'm not sure you're aware of this, but did you know
that you're dating someone again?
Me? No.
You're not?
No, I'm not.
I thought you were.
Would you have heard that from? Actually, I heard you were seeing someone again.
What do you mean?
I heard you were seeing someone again.
Well, I'm seeing you right at the moment.
Very funny. But seriously, you're dating someone?
Well, I guess it depends on what you mean by dating, because I can mean a lot of different things.
Oh my God, Cole, you need me to define dating for you?
Just clarity, that's all.
You haven't changed a bit.
What do you mean?
You're still doing it.
Doing what?
You're complicating everything I say.
What's so complicated about asking questions?
Never mind, forget it.
I'm sorry, I'm just a bit confused by what you mean.
It's not that complicated.
Well, it's just everything you say can be taken a lot of different ways.
No, Cole, you just know how to make everything obscure.
Obscure?
Ambiguous, hazy, nebulous. Are those words clear enough for you?
Hey, look, I'm sorry. I just think you're making a big deal out of nothing.
Big deal? Why am I getting sucked into this again? Forget it, okay? Cole, just so you know, you're...
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. You're right. I apologize.
Okay, I just guess you reminded me of why we struggled in our relationship.
We struggled?
Yeah, we broke up, remember? I never knew if we were actually a couple or not.
Of course we were. Two people make a couple.
That we're together, dating.
Isn't that what we did?
I just think my dreams were different than yours.
Well, what was so different?
Maybe I just expected a little more clarity in our relationship, that we were actually together.
We were together, like, a lot of times.
Together means dating, people who are interested in each other.
I was interested.
Not what I was looking for.
Oh, okay.
Cole, I loved you.
Me too.
Wait, me too what? You loved you?
Well, you too.
Me too what?
I love lots about you.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's what I thought. Guilty by preposition.
What?
You said the word about. You loved lots about me.
There's something wrong with that? Didn't you love lots about me?
Well, yeah. I mean, no, I hated stuff about you. I hated this stuff about you.
You hated me?
No, I said I hated stuff about you.
Isn't that the same as hating me?
No, they're two different things.
Love and hate? Yeah, I would have to agree.
No, I just said that there were some things I hated.
Me.
No! Ugh!
Is that why you dumped me?
I didn't dump you.
Yeah, you did.
We went our own ways.
Well, you went your way, and I just stood there watching you go your own way.
Wow, you are something else.
What do you mean?
Forget it, Cole. You know what? I've got to go, okay?
Maybe we can get together sometime.
Yeah, maybe not. You're a little too green for me.
What do you mean by that?
I think you already know. Now, I gotta go. These park benches aren't gonna paint themselves.
Miss Smith?
Cal? Cal, is that you?
Rain. Smith? Well, Miss Smith, why? I didn't recognize your name.
Oh, of course not. My name's changed. This is a pleasant surprise after all these years. How are you?
Fine. Look, if I would have known it was going to be you, I would have suggested someone else to register.
Oh, is there something wrong?
No, I'm just saying I could get someone else if this is too awkward.
Oh, no, I'm not feeling awkward. Are you feeling awkward? Because I'm not. Why would I? We're friends, aren't we? I mean, at least we were years ago. This is great. I can get legal counsel and we can catch up on the past 10 years or so.
Right. Please have a seat.
You're still looking as sharp as ever.
Thank you. You're still looking great yourself.
So you're my legal representation. That's real funny.
It is?
Who would have ever thought?
Yeah, I don't know how to end up being your lawyer, but...
Oh, it's just because I asked your firm to assign me the cheapest and least experienced lawyer. I figured, hey, I'm innocent, no point in wasting money on something good.
Actually, I think I'm pretty good. See, just last week I
I'm
was...
sure you are, Cal. At least you better be. But I guess I get to be the judge of that one.
Actually, I don't know why they would say that, because actually there's Frank on the third floor, and I'd
So
say
what's
he's
in
got
this
a lot
big pile of papers you got here?
Right, we should get your case.
Oh, don't let this stuff give you the wrong
Miss
impression.
Smith, I'm here to...
No, please. Call me Rain.
I'd prefer to keep this professional, if that's okay.
No, seriously, really, we're friends, aren't we?
Right, okay, I guess I should be okay with that. Rain, I'm here to support you and hopefully prove your innocence.
Well, I mean, you don't have to prove my innocence, because, what, innocent until proven guilty? It's pretty easy if you just, like, start at innocent, keep denying all guilty accusations. A simple, what do they call it, closed and shut case?
Open and shut case.
Oh, well, look at that, you are good. Although, I like my saying better, because there's no point in even opening a case if it's in the bag. So, all I have to do is plead not guilty, right?
Yes, after you swear to tell the truth.
Oh, I got the swearing mastered. I can swear a blue streak that make Gordon Ramsay blush. It's a joke. So that's not like me, right? You should remember, I have the cleanest mouth in Vatican City. Never even said the word poo. Although I guess I just did, so check that off my bucket list. I have a question. Can I ask a question already?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
Okay, so how does the judge know I'm telling the truth if I'm accused of not telling the truth?
It's just a formality.
Oh, if they would just believe me if in the first place, we wouldn't have to go to court and swear about telling the truth or whatever.
Don't worry. We'll get this all figured out. So, the plaintiff, Dylan John, is accusing you of taking his,
Record.
record. What kind of record?
You know, the round vinyl ones you play music on.
A vinyl record album, that's it?
Yep, an orange one. The ones you can sort of see through but kind of can't.
Translucent.
Is that some kind of gender issue slur? I'm kidding. It's Pink Floyd, The Wall.
The orange vinyl version of Pink Floyd, The Wall.
How can you even have your pudding if you don't eat your meat?
Yeah, I know it. That is so bizarre. I think I have that album at home.
Yeah, I gave it to you when we were dating.
You did? Yeah, I think I had it mounted on a frame.
Oh, I still don't know why you did that. A record's for play.
It's worth a lot of money. There's like only 800 in existence.
To me, it just seems like a waste.
So, what makes this Dylan John think he took his record?
Oh, because I did.
What?
Yeah, I took it.
I thought you said you were innocent.
I am.
Miss-
This is the face of an innocent
Miss
woman.
Smith, Rain, you just said you were innocent. That's an instant guilty verdict.
See, I knew you would say that. See, I didn't steal it, I took it. There's a difference. Remember, a closed and shut case. It's your job to prove my innocence, not declare guilt.
Okay, so let's walk through what happened. Where was the record?
In his house.
You broke into the man's house?
No, I walked in.
Hey, so he invited you in.
No. I had a key.
How'd you get a key?
We dated. He gave it to me.
So Mr. John is your boyfriend, and he's accusing you of taking his
Oh,
record.
no. He's not my boyfriend anymore.
You didn't ask for the key back?
Oh, of course not. They never do. I think it's their way of avoiding the official end of a relationship.
So why didn't you just give it back?
I can't.
Why not?
I already gave it to my ex-boyfriend, my husband, for his birthday.
Why can't you just tell him?
Give him a gift, and then take it back because I'm accused of stealing it from my ex-boyfriend? I don't think so.
Miss Rain.
That's why I'm here. So you can help me solve this issue.
You realize that if you lose this
I
case,
won't.
if you do, you're just being charged with breaking
I didn't break
home
it.
invasion with the intent to
The
steal.
intent was to retrieve what I paid for.
This is going to cost you a lot of money, and you risk having a criminal
Well,
record.
who claimed to be a good lawyer? You did. And I believe you. So I'm just gonna have to trust your expertise to help solve this.
Okay, I'll do some homework and see what I can do.
You're a good man, Cal. Thank you.
You know what? I just had the most brilliant idea. Why don't we just use the one that you gave me? Maybe we could
You don't have
make
it
some...
anymore, Cal.
Of course I do. It's sitting in my house. What make you say that?
Because I gave it to Dylan John for his birthday.
You stole my record.
No, I took it.
But it was mine.
Cal, I paid for it like 10 years ago. It probably falls under squatter's rights law by now.
Oh. I suppose it might. I don't think I never even knew it was missing.
Oh, don't sweat it. The guy I dated before you still doesn't know it's missing. I'll see you on court day. Oh. And I'll bring you your key.
You're early.
We were out of the gate early. That's a good thing about flying east. Pick up a good tailwind. I'm number one for a straight-in 004 approach. Touchdown, straight to the gate. Boom. Gain a few extra minutes turnaround time.
Sure. Mine?
Yeah?
Thanks.
So how's opening night?
They loved me.
Not as much as I do.
Of course not, but darn close. Here's hoping the critics feel the same.
They'll love you. You're fabulous.
I know, but New York Times critics can be nasty people.
Well,
Well, what?
have you thought about my text?
Just cut to the chase, shall we?
Well, with 10 minutes, you have to cut the small talk. So,
No, I haven't.
don't you ever think about settling down?
Settling down. The word was never meant to be our vocabulary. We have one of the best relationships out of any of our friends. We have a house in the Keys. You're flying in friendly skies, and I've got nights on Broadway. And we get to meet here once a week.
For 10 minutes.
Yeah?
And, I mean, if we cut to the chase.
You know what? I'm surprised you even brought it up. I didn't know you were ready to give up being a pilot.
How do you mean?
You think babies just laugh? They poop and spew.
And your point?
You think you can get paternity leave to raise that?
Me?
Yes, you. You don't expect me to quit my job.
Well, you don't expect me to quit mine. I'm a pilot. Captain, in fact.
And I'm an actor on Broadway, in fact.
Don't you ever worry that when your career fades, it'll be too late?
Who said anything about my career fading?
All good things have their time. You're successful. You're amazingly talented. You're incredibly beautiful. But how long will that last?
You're treading on very dangerous ground.
I'm just being realistic.
Don't worry. By the time my face fades, you're going to need a walker to get into that cockpit.
Won't need it. My benefits cover for 2 titanium hip replacements.
Does it cover Botox?
For the face?
For your butt, because it's going to get a good kicking.
I think I'd like that. So, is this how life was meant to be?
Yeah? Don't you remember the dream? We gave up everything for you to become a pilot. And look at you, you made it to captain.
And you gave yourself to the theater.
I did. And it would be completely crazy to trade that away for something completely different.
But even you said you get tired of constantly auditioning and performing at the same time, never knowing where, when, or even if you'll be doing another show.
Sure, but that comes with the territory.
I suppose you're right.
Of course I'm right. You wouldn't want to give up that amazing rush that you get, rolling out onto that runway, waiting for those momentous words, 04, you are cleared for takeoff. And then you put the balls to the wall and 25,000 pounds of thrust drive you forward and lift 70 tons of aircraft into the sky. You call gear up and have hundreds of pounds of rubber be shoved into the belly of your rocket ship, concluded by a final clunk. You go through zero visibility clouds and bolt across a sea of cauliflower-like clouds. You're going 500 miles per hour, piloting 150 people to the next chapter of their lives.
Wow. Where can I get a job like that? That sounds like serious fun.
Yes, it is. That's what you get to do every day.
How do you know about all that stuff you just said?
You don't think I listen? You don't think I hang on to every word that we share in this 10-minute weekly interlude? I love this moment. And I love you.
I guess you do.
And at the same time that you pilot your fans, so do I. All 1,000 of them at the O'Neill, through a theatrical ride of a lifetime, through heart-wrenching sadness, onto seat-gripping anxiety, then back to side-splitting laughter. And at the end of it all, they thank me with a standing ovation.
I guess we both have our audiences.
Yes, we do. We both have each other. Right here.
I guess we do have everything we wanted. They're amazing, you know that?
I know.
Sorry, it's just sometimes I get thinking.
Shh. Don't think. Just soak in the moment.
Well, this has been amazing, but our time is gone. Again.
Yeah, and you need to go. So do I.
Break a leg.
Blue side up.
Love you.
Love you. And the Tony goes to me. If I weren't such a great actor, he'd see how right he really is.
These aren't sandwiches. Somebody cut all the crusts off. Now they're just multicolored little triangle wedges. Somebody turned this class reunion into a church basement funeral reception.
Hi, excuse me, would you be so
Oh,
kind?
me? No. I'm sorry. Don't take it personally. It's not you, it's me. But I don't want to dance. I don't like to dance. I can't dance, actually. Well, I can, but I don't or won't. I'm sorry. I just really don't want to. That's why I'm standing over here.
Well, actually, I just wanted to reach past you and grab a sandwich.
Oh, awkward. Yeah, knock yourself out. Jeez. Can I help you?
Sorry, I'm just trying to see your name.
Just to ask. It's less intrusive than glaring at my chest. Well, go ahead.
What?
Ask me my name.
I already saw it. Lexi, right?
Well, that just about cut this conversation in half. What are we supposed to talk about now? Weather, the movies, the ethics of human cloning, how to destroy a perfectly good sandwich.
I'm Charlie.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, you're using the refreshment table to escape the dance?
Actually, I was here admiring what appears to be the leftovers from a 5-year-old's birthday party. I mean, seriously, who's the idiot that got randomly selected to be on the catering committee?
My mother?
Oh my god, you're not serious, right? Oh my god, you're serious.
She volunteers for these things all the time.
Jeez, I'm so sorry. First impressions aren't really my gift. Well, the second impressions aren't either, but I rarely get to those. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to slight your mother, even though you were the one to bring her up. Well, I guess she brought you up, but you brought her up in conversation. Sorry, I was just guessing blindly.
It's okay. These are pretty bad.
But I must say, she cuts a mean isosceles triangle.
I think there's some better stuff on the other tables. These ones are leftovers from a funeral reception she was at.
No kidding, you don't say. Well, your mother's a good woman.
You know her?
No, I just figured that any woman who's willing to smuggle sandwiches from my funeral for her grown kid's high school reunion must be a good woman, even if they are crustless. The sandwiches, not your mother.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
So, now that we've covered what's your name and who's your mama, I'm gonna have to be totally honest with you.
Okay.
I've got no clue who you are.
Charlie.
Yeah, we covered that much. I just have no idea who you are, which seems weird because according to your name tag, we were in the same graduating year. That is, if you graduated. Not implying you didn't, I just don't remember you. Not that I remember anyone from graduation, or from that year, or any year for that matter. It's not like amnesia or Alzheimer's, or like I didn't care. Well, I sort of didn't care, but it was more like,
It was big school.
Yeah, that was it. It was a big school, huge.
We likely never crossed paths. I was on the yearbook committee.
Oh, geek club. No wonder I don't remember you.
I was the photographer.
Oh, paparazzi.
I likely would have only met you if you were on any teams or clubs.
Basketball.
Basketball?
Yeah. You know the game with a basket and the ball? I was on that team.
But, yeah, I know, but if you were on the basketball team, you're at the wrong school reunion, because there was no girls' basketball team.
I know. I was on the boys' team.
But, wait, really? That's awesome. I mean, I'm surprised I never heard of that one before. How'd you get on the team?
I tried out, I got selected, and I played.
Really? That's hilarious.
Alexander.
What?
Alexander Regal.
Oh, Alexander Regal. Yeah, I remember him.
That's weird, because I don't remember you.
No, I mean Alexander Regal. He was a guy in my science class.
I bet he was.
So, you knew him?
I am him. Her. Get the picture?
Wait, You were telling me you're Alexander Eagle. You.
Me?
Wow, you're kidding me, right? You're not kidding me, okay. Wow, this is so hard to believe. I mean, are you gay?
Gay? If by gay do you mean are you happy to be female? Then the answer would be yes, I am. But if you're asking if I'm gay as in attracted to the same sex kind of gay, the answer would be no, I'm not.
You're Alexander Eagle.
I'm Lexi. Just like it said on the name tag, it's even legal.
Right.
Well, Charlie, so far I'm impressed. It's been a whole minute and you're still standing here. Most people would have made a dash for the crustless sandwiches to avoid the issue.
I'm sorry, it's so hard to believe.
I mean, don't be sorry. I get it. You knew me as this one person in high school, and now I seem like a totally different person. I do get it. Do you have a problem with it?
No.
Good. That's a good start. But if you really want to pass the test, would you care to dance?
Me with you? I mean, like, I would, but
Fail, just as expected. Don't worry, it's pretty typical. Verbally, most people are totally okay with it, but when it comes to anything past it, it's a different story. Don't worry, I'll still talk to you.
No, it's not what I meant. I'm not a good dancer. I mean, I can't dance at all.
Well,
actually.
I can't either, but you see, I was just testing you. Let's be real here, it's not like I wanted to dance. I just wanted to see if you were,
You really want to, though, I'm okay with that.
What?
Dance.
No, you weren't listening. I don't want to dance. I can't dance. Anyway, I thought you couldn't dance.
I can't, but figured. I mean, if both of us can't dance, what have we got to lose?
Our dignity. What's left of it. I mean, what are people gonna say if they see you dancing with me?
I'm not sure. What would they say?
Well, well, I guess they wouldn't say anything, as long as I remain anonymous.
No one knows you're here?
The main reason I was hiding out with the crustless wedges.
So, why'd you do it?
Hang out with the crustless wedges?
No, you know, change from Alexander to Lexi.
I didn't. I mean, I've always been Lexi. I just changed the physical to match the psyche. I know, it's a hard thing to grasp.
No, I get it. I really do. So, what do you do for a living?
Drugs.
You do?
Yup.
Selling?
Well, you don't make a living buying drugs, so yeah, I sell them. In a pharmacy. What? You weren't thinking I was some kind of hustler, were you?
What? No, of course not.
Yeah, you were.
Maybe a little.
Maybe a lot. I've always liked chemistry. It's pretty much the only reason I liked school at all. Do you remember, God, what's her name? Mrs. Holmes? She was great. Did you ever have her?
Yeah, I was in your class.
No kidding. So that's where you remember me from. I probably don't remember you because I had the seat in the front and I didn't really pay attention to who was sitting behind me. I remember my desk partner was this really quiet girl. She hardly ever talked, unlike me. I can't remember her name. It started with like a K or a P or something.
Samantha?
Samantha. Yeah, that's it. Wow, you really knew everyone better than I did. Yeah, Samantha. She was definitely different. Really cute. I tell you, if I'd been a real man, and I mean like, you know, a real man, I probably would have asked her out. But in reality, below the epidermis, I was always Lexi, a chick. And well, like I said, I'm not gay, so I wouldn't have asked her out. I wonder if she's here.
He is?
No, I mean Samantha.
Yeah, I know.
What?
I was your chemistry partner.
No, Samantha was my... Oh, I get it. You're trying to be funny. I get it, you're a funny guy. I'd say if she were actually here, but I don't know if I'd really want her to know that I am. You're giving me that weird feeling again. You were just joking, right? Okay, no, this is crazy.
What?
What do you mean, what? You're telling me that you are Samantha, the girl in my chemistry class, who was really cute, and we did chemistry, and we experimented together, experimented with chemistry, experimented with test tubes, and I don't know, it's just freaking weird, okay?
What's the problem?
I don't know, it's just, you're Samantha, my chemistry partner. You're a guy. Samantha's actually a guy. What did you go and do that for? Are you crazy? I mean, you were this cute girl, and like, man, I totally don't get you. And what's with the name change? Charlie? You used Charlie as a substitute for Samantha?
Sorry, I hate Samantha. It sucks. I mean, plus, I like Charlie.
Well, what about Sam? Sammy? Samuel? Samsonite?
The luggage?
Samsung, then?
I'm not Asian.
At least I didn't abandon everything I started with.
So what's the problem? You don't like my name or you don't like my decision?
I just can't figure out why you'd ever want to be a guy. I mean, did you even think it through? Yeah, okay, you thought it through, but I don't know, it's just having a hard time processing it.
I know, I'm thinking the same exact thing. I mean, like, how coincidental is it that you and me and
So, did you ever have surgery?
No.
But then how did you...
You don't remember? I've always been a pirate's dream, you know? Sunken chest. For most girls, it would have been devastating, but for me, it was a blessing in disguise. Plus, I'm terrified of needles.
Needles? Needles would have been the least of your issues.
And I use drugs to alter the gender. That's right, I did drugs. See? We do have something in common.
All I can say is, wow, like actually wow.
So, you got a problem with this?
I don't think so. I mean, I shouldn't, right? I don't. So, just kind of spitballing here. You never happened to have a thing for me, did you?
I don't think so.
Okay, you know, you don't have to be that honest about it. So what now?
I don't know. We could dance, I guess.
I don't think so. Two bad dancers are only gonna draw more attention. What do you think about maybe getting out of here and doing something else? Maybe getting some actual food?
Are you asking me out on a date?
No, of course not. You don't even like me.
Well, I didn't. Then.
Okay, well, then I guess it would depend on your definition of a date. Yeah, okay, maybe I am asking you out.
That sounds good.
Really?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, a date it is then. Question.
Yes.
You're not just gay, right? And by gay, I don't mean happy.
No, why?
Just making sure. My parents would totally freak if I dated someone gay.
No worries. I'm not.
So, if we're gonna be doing this whole dating thing, do you think people are gonna get confused about which of us is the guy and which is the girl?
Not if you just be you and I'll be me.
So this farmer loses this Bible that has been passed down for many generations. He loses it and he's devastated. 3 weeks later, Chicken struts across the field with the Bible in his mouth. The farmer takes the Bible from the chicken, looks up to the heavens and cries, "It's a miracle!" Chicken looks at him confused, tilts his head and says, "Not really. Your name is written in the cover." Hi, Daniel. Did I wake you?
No, sorry. Thought it was just the morphine, but it's just you.
Side effects of Roxanol include dizziness, constipation, nausea,
And
vomiting.
visions of unexpected friends. How long have you been here?
Weeks. See, that was a joke because I only had enough material planned for a couple days. Anyway, I've missed you a lot. You want to hear a chicken joke?
No.
Okay, what happened when the chicken ate cement? It laid a sidewalk. So how you feeling?
Nauseated, constipated. Like I need to lay a sidewalk.
Well, you look absolutely great.
And when was the last time you had your eyes checked?
I'm serious. When I'm leaving here, I'm calling Vogue. They get you on the magazine covers, you always look hot and sexy. And everyone that reads it, they'll be chalk-facing themselves in knitting caps just like that.
Well, I feel a little bit more vague than Vogue. Probably have a better chance of getting centerfold of puke and diarrhea.
Never heard of it.
It's a sick rag. It's pretty disgusting, so don't buy it. Fits nicely behind the toilet, though.
I went to see you at the hospital, but they said you had gone home already. And I overheard a psychiatrist talking to his patients. The dad said, "Doctor, help, my son thinks he's a chicken." Doctor said, "You need to take him to the ER, stat." And I piped in and said, "Well, we would, but we need the eggs." Everyone at dorm misses you. They really want to say hi.
And you couldn't bribe anyone else to be your friend, so you came to see me?
I'm here with you. I can't join them, but they are skydiving. 30 minutes till flight time if you want to go.
I think skydiving with an IV pull is against rules and regulations.
That sounds like a violation of the Freedom and Rights Act to me. I'll file a complaint for you if you want.
So, did my parents tell you to talk to me?
You know why a chicken coop only has 2 doors? Because if it had 4, it'd be a chicken sedan.
Thought so. So, you agree with them then?
It's not that I agree with them, it's just that...
You don't want me to give up?
Well, duh, hello. When have you ever given up on anything? You're a natural-born fighter.
Yeah, just like you.
Me?
Yes, you. What would I be without you?
A monk?
As much as I enjoy that, I'm glad I stuck it out with you.
They don't call us pipsqueak and windbag for nothing.
If it weren't for the windbag, I wouldn't have done half the things I've done.
Everything you've done has been through your own determination and talent.
Not true. Whose voice made me college president?
You had to have a representative. You were the perfect candidate. They needed you. They just didn't know you existed. So I helped them.
And who was the loudest at my volleyball games?
The windbag. Sure wasn't those cheesy cheerleaders. They sucked.
You drowned them out.
That'll teach them for not putting me on the squad. I always loved seeing the other coach blow a gasket when I convinced their cheerleaders to cheer for you.
And who got Sam to stop calling me, texting me, talking to me on Facebook?
Ah, yeah, Sammy. Well, that one was easy. Hey, Sammy, how you doing? I hear you've been texting my friend Daniel. No, you listen here, buddy. You gotta stop calling and messaging her. You don't get that through your head, you'll learn how to play piano with only 3 fingers, you hear? Hard to sit and play with your knees bent the other way, right? And if you think that's hard, try whistling Dixie through your missing teeth. That's gonna happen. And with your lip pulled over your head, it's gonna be hard to hum the tune, right? So you understand? No more contact? That's a good boy, Sammy. Sweet dreams, buddy boy. He was never good enough for you, that schmuck. And plus, Sam and Daniel? That just wouldn't have worked.
See, you've always been there for me.
Dude, I am your one-man cheering squad.
And I need you to cheer me on one more time.
You see, the problem is I think you're making a bad decision.
You've never questioned my decisions before.
Well, this time is different.
Why?
I cheer you on to win. This is completely different.
There's only one person that knows what's right or wrong in this. It's not the doctors. It's not my family. As much as you're my very best friend, Jayden, it's not even you. It's because you think I'm giving up.
It's because I don't want you to die. Can't you understand that?
The doctors say that if I keep going down this treatment, that there's a slim hope.
Exactly. It's hope. It's life. It's a glimmer of life.
It's hell, Jay. I could keep going through these treatments. I could keep barfing my guts out every day. I've had hundreds of hours thinking about this, and I don't want to do it anymore. I'd rather spend my last few days actually living.
You're asking me to let you die. How could you do that to me?
All I'm asking my friend to do is cheer me on one more time.
Please, please don't make me let go of you, Daniel. You're killing me. Everyone thinks you're crazy.
I don't care what everyone thinks. Right now, I only care what Cayden thinks.
Well, Cayden thinks you're making the wrong decision.
Maybe you should just go.
Please, you know I would do anything to help you live.
Then let me live. Without this.
I can't. I've always gone for the edge for you, haven't I?
Yes, you have. Right now, I need you to leap off with me.
But I can't. I don't have anyone. I can't let you go. Daniel, I can't.
For me, Cayden.
Why did the chicken cross the road? To prove to the possum it could be done. How do you stop a rooster from growing on Sunday? You eat him on Saturday.
No, I've just asked you to do the hardest thing ever, Cayden. Thank you.
Cheering you on has always been so fun and easy. It was never meant to be like this. Aren't you scared?
Not anymore.
Would you care to dance?
Excuse me.
Would you like to dance?
No, thank you. I think it's more appropriate when a man asks a woman to dance.
Oh? Go ahead and ask then.
Really? That's a bit forward, don't you think? For a child?
A child? I'm 16. Is 19 much older?
How do you know how old I am?
Who said I did? You mustn't think of me as 16, because my life experiences have made me much older. Were you waiting for someone to ask you to dance? Because your pompous attitude isn't exactly attracting the masses. I just got here. It's my first time. You're an Air Force pilot.
Did your informant tell you that, or did the uniform give away the obvious?
An American who broke the law by crossing into Canada to enlist with the Royal Canadian Air Force.
Should I know you?
You did it to help fight the Nazis. That was incredibly brave and noble.
Well, you're well informed.
Why'd you do it?
Because America was turning a blind eye, and I couldn't stomach the thought of not doing anything, so I enlisted with the Canadians.
So you could slip the surly bonds of earth and dance the skies on laughter silvered wings?
How do you know that line?
You're famous.
What are you talking about?
Your poem, High Flight, is known all over the world.
What, you've heard my poem?
Not just me. It's been recited by prominent leaders and entertainers.
You're just teasing me.
Why would I do that? I'm being completely honest. It's true.
I scratched that poem out on paper and sent it to my parents. Are you really telling me the truth?
Cross my heart. Hope to...
I never expected it to become anything more than that, and you've read my poem?
What do you think, Officer John Gillespie McGee, Jr.?
You're making me a little unnerved, so if you have read it, did you like it?
That's a bit forward, don't you think? I loved it. I like to write too.
You do? A kindred spirit.
The high untrespassed sanctity of space. Put out my hand and touch the face of God.
Is it really that famous? Although, I have to admit, the whole touch the face of God isn't mine. It's taken from another poem by Cuthbert Hicks, but I couldn't find better words to describe the experience. That's what it's like soaring in a Spitfire above 30,000 feet. The serenity silenced the roar of the engine, and it was new territory for me in that Spitfire. So you wanted to dance?
Actually, I didn't come over to dance.
You really know how to humble a guy. I was just on the edge of taking a liking to you.
I came to thank you
For what?
for not waiting for the Americans. You risked your life and freedom to try and save us.
Were you in Europe?
Yes. I was a prisoner trying to survive the most horrendous of conditions. We were robbed of everything. Our freedom, our culture, our dignity, our life. I wanted to know what was coming. Why weren't the Americans doing something? Don't they care? Well, now I know. Now I know that some of you did care, and you didn't wait. You, Officer McGee, you cared. So I wanted to say thank you. And I wanted to touch the face of God.
Believe me, I'm not God, and unfortunately, I didn't even live long enough to help.
I know. You sacrificed everything for no reward. No satisfaction in seeing results. And I didn't live long enough to be rescued. You may be most famous for your poem, but in my heart, you're most famous on acting on what you believed. You could have easily stayed alive if you stayed on safe soil.
I would do it all again.
And that is why I'm eternally grateful. Thank you.
Well, had I known that would be the reward.
Don't let it go to your head. We were just children. We'll
Well,
always be children.
well, I'm humbled by your admiration.
It was of appreciation, not affection.
Thanks, but I already said I was humbled.
Your poem has inspired many. That I admire.
Well, that's the start. I wish I could have lived long enough to enjoy the success of my poem.
Posthumous fame. It's bittersweet when you find out on the other side. But bittersweet isn't terribly bad.
No, I guess it isn't, but having met you makes it a little sweeter.
You're a persistent boy, aren't you?
I am. So is your offer to dance still available?
I wonder what my father would think if he were here. I guess I'll just have to take the risk.
So you like to write?
Yes, but I kept it mostly to myself.
Well, maybe one day your work will be discovered too, and you will experience the bittersweet feeling of posthumous fame.
Highly unlikely. It'd be wonderful to go on living after death, as you have experienced. I feel I would have danced the streets of heaven and touched the face of God.
Hey, stop quoting Hicks and start quoting McGee. I'm sorry, here I am dancing with you and I don't even know your name.
You're such a chatterbox. That's okay. I'm Anne Frank.
A pleasure to dance with you, Miss Frank. John and Anne, writers and posthumous friends.